Hello. Hello. Hi, Sazark. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Breezy. I don't have a game in mind. So, we're sitting here in silence. I couldn't find dancing. Hi, Salas. Yeah, Maxon, I hope so. I feel my yapping skills faltering. I'm on the decline and I gotta yap max. You gotta get on that Sigma grind. This is so VTuber core. I'm at the top of the morning to you, Cheem. To me, I don't know how to do an Irish accent. I think I just slipped into Southern, if anything. How's the weather, Cheemy? I don't know. I haven't gone outside. Haha. Probably sunny, judging by the sun. Everyone always asks what the Cheem doing. Nobody ever asks how the Cheem doing. Terrible. I got hit by a car. And I got hit by 5 cars on the way to my computer. And all my bones shattered. Completely exploded. And I can't move my hands anymore. Hi Standard, hi Tikan, hi Mikey. Hope you're well, teams. Also, Beast, I was driving all of them. Got really long arms. And a brick, I guess. Is the car okay? No. I totaled it. You see, it takes a lot of force to break all my bones because my bones are very strong. That was me hitting my bones. That kind of hurt. Anyway. Enough impact to break all my bones is enough to explode a car. Is this a new model? The outfit looks cute. He hasn't been watching streams. Haha. Hold on. Let me show you. Wait. What are the buttons? Hi, Barmy. Hold on. Let me adjust the trajectory. I don't know what I'm adjusting the trajectory of. I think I just say things. Looks a lot cleaner than usual and the expressions are great. I always can express, I just don't like to, because they break. Hold on, watch this. I don't use it because mouth breaks and also the eyes are slightly broken. Hold on. For this. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. They're better than usual though. My eyes still disappear. It happens with this stuff. Can't even fully close my eyes this time. But I've genuinely always been able to do that. I just don't like to. Be careful or your face might wind up stuck like that. It already has. Why do you think I always make the same face? Hey, but why are we at the store? Because I live here. You live here too. We all live here. We don't have any customers. Hi, Fred. I've always thought it's really funny how tubers have a million expressions and they never use them. Most of them just have an iPhone set up, and that means that they aren't very expressive as a person. But I mean, some are a little more difficult. I mean, how are you supposed to... What happens if you start crying? I don't get why people pay for the ability to cry. Feels really inauthentic whenever people, like, put on the waterworks now, and I sound like a lunatic. But whatever. Hi Shaq. Hi Super. I decided to join in the Chimsel movement and dedicate myself to Cinemaxing. I'm part of the CGTOW movement. See me going. Wait. CSTOW? Jimmy shit. I don't know. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this, okay? I'm bad at this. Hi, random Miss Friends. Like doing math with letters. You know that AI problem that people do? Like, you can't ask an AI how many R's are in strawberry. They actually fixed that with the latest model, but it's very expensive to use, so it's not really proper public use yet. However, I think I would fail the strawberry question if I was asked it without expecting it. How many eyes are in Tinami? Just me. Link. Hold on. I'm bad at linking. Link. Do you like jumping spiders? I've actually been scared of spiders my whole life. They frighten me. When I was a little girl, my mom got bitten by a brown recluse. And she got bitten by a brown recluse before she got on an airplane to another country. And the other country didn't really have reliable treatments for the brown recluse because they don't have brown recluses there. She didn't die, obviously. I guess. Wait, didn't strawberry have 3 R's in it? Yeah. Surprising. I guess it makes sense in your head, but at the same time, oh, the 2 R's are in berry. They're right there. And then you forget about the first R. Hi, Bonatide. We got the cute Chimbert hair again. I really love it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Ta-da! Hi, me pie. I like the short hair. I like the short hair. You guys might like the buns. I really like the short hair. Wait. Lord Farquaad a haircut for real? Hold on. Give me a moment, please. One moment, please. Dealt with. Short hair girls I love. Much like short hair cats, I would love to keep a few as pets. I would keep a girl locked in my basement. There's no add-on. I don't know what I would do with her. But I would keep a girl in my basement and feed her spaghetti. That's what I'd do with her, I think. Hi, Ranga. Normal. Make her work in the sweatshop? Nah, that's for you guys. Why else do I keep you guys around here? I could be living a normal life right now, and instead, I talk to you guys so I can get free labor. You feed her spaghetti because she's a girl or because that's all you cook? I would feed a guy spaghetti too, probably if I had one. Supposed to have to talk to the tuna mates? Yeah. I hate it. I hate every waking moment of my life! And this stupid baka life I have where I have to talk to people, and I hate talking to people. Boo. Any sauce or just plain spaghetti? It depends on what I want. Usually I make spaghetti with a little bit of sauce, and then that day I have spaghetti with sauce, and I eat it, and it's delicious. And then I have leftovers, and I don't keep the sauce as a leftover. I usually finish it that day, like a little can, because it always gets really nasty in the fridge. And then the other day I can do whatever I want with the plain noodles. She keeps knocking the guys out before she can throw the Pokeball. I love to beat people up. What can I say? I could be a boxer, or a wrestler, or a street fighter, or like the hobo you pay $20 to fight another hobo. You know? Could I have a number 15 with a large Diet Coke? Could you, wait, let me think. I need to think of a response to that. Could you get a girlfriend? Is that something? You know, I don't have any right to say anything because I don't think I could. I couldn't get a boyfriend. Or a girlfriend, probably, for that matter. You beat up those guys in the boat who saw you fall into the water? No, I walked it off like a tough girl. If I want it, but I kinda don't want it. Oh, look at you, all full cell here. Good job, son. I'm tapping too much into my old brain rot, aren't I? You can totally get a boyfriend, but I don't know if you'd want one judging from your personality. Realistically, I can't have a boyfriend and still stream. I think that would not be good for anyone involved. It'd be unfair to the people who watch me. And also, what kind of guy would want to date a girl that He talks with, like, all the men other than him every day. Me. Well, what's the word? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be. I'm gonna scooch to the side, actually. Huh? No, I don't know. I don't know that much about the dating experience, the real life dating experience, not girlfriend experience stuff. I would, but you're a bit too young for me realistically. Well, it's nice to have that boundary, I guess. Hi, Calcum. What are you, WTFing? Real life dating kind of cringe. Honestly, even cringy visual novels are better. Yeah, that's what I've conceded myself to. I don't really make friends either, because everything's always better in your head or on paper, you know? If you talk to real people are unpredictable and difficult to deal with. It's kind of nice to just like anime girls. Ugh. That's also why I like VTubers. Getting dragged around shopping for 5 hours and getting a lot of useless stuff. I like to wander the mall. I'm not stupid enough to buy a lot of stuff, but if you set me free in a mall, I could probably entertain myself for a few hours because it's like, oh, ooh. Look, there's a thing here. That's the thing. What's the thing do? So I think it's maybe just a universal experience. I'm something like an ape, I guess. Real people are either unpredictable, negative, or too predictable and thus boring. I don't know, predictability is nice in some level. It'd probably be nice if I had someone that would, like, that would murder for me if I asked. Because I do have some stuff I need to take care of sometimes. Teamy, do you like malls? I love to wander malls. I don't get much stuff there, but I go there and it's empty and I can like, sometimes they leave the empty stores open and you can wander in. And then mall security comes and yells at you a bit. You ever hear that question that's like, if you were trapped in the mall and there was like a gorilla in the mall and us, but would you rather be trapped in a mall with a gorilla or like a venomous snake? That was the question. Which one? Snake. I think it depends. I think it'd be fine if the gorilla wasn't mad at me. Like, I could just leave, right? I went out in the middle of nowhere and there was vandalism thing, stuff like Steve Kirby, clean up your stuff. Steve Kirby, you piece of garbage. Steve Kirby, you're a disgrace. And that's the stuff you only see outside. There's a stereotype where you like, if your lover cheats on you or something, you spray paint their car and like, oh, you B-word, you cheater, this guy screws prostitutes or something like that. It's always something like that. But a gorilla is easier to befriend? I don't know. Do they have bananas in malls? I think most malls don't have bananas. What foods can you buy at malls? I feel like malls aren't very food oriented. There's restaurants, I guess. Maybe you should take the gorilla out to dinner. Hey, Mr. Gorilla, you wanna hit up the local Mexican restaurant? I don't even like Mexican food. You want me... You want me dead for that statement? It's okay if you do. Hey, Shima Panic. Good court. Like a food court? Oh, food court! You misspelled it. Ha 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 ha. Food court. It's not like I've never been to a food court before, but I look around them and they're always pretty bad, and also my dad doesn't like to go to food courts, so I don't go often. Whenever I go, it's always something like everything is really exotic foods, like Japanese, Chinese, Thai or Korean. Anything goes, even Hawaiian. I don't remember the full name, but anyway, they also always have a Subway or a Sparrow. I hope Sparrow isn't regional. I don't know if a gorilla would want Sparrow pizza or Chinese food or a pretzel. I think it'd be a pretzel. I think I'd like holding the pretzel. Spencer's are Hot Topics? I've never been in a Spencer's. I know what's supposedly at the end of a Spencer's, but I've never seen it. I wasn't taken in when I was younger because I was underage. And now I don't go because now I'm too old for Hot Topic type clothing. Except for my Sonic scrunchie. Woo! I love my Sonic scrunchie. I love the Cinnabon bun place. I've never had Cinnabon. Everyone loves Cinnabon, but I've never had it. I imagine it probably tastes fine like most Cinnabons. Cinnamon buns. My grandma used to make really good cinnamon buns. Now I'm old enough to cook for myself though, so whenever I go over, I usually... It's like... I don't know. Don't give the gorilla a pretzel, it'll be reminded how fun it would be to turn you into one. I'm very stretchy. I bet I could be bent into a pretzel without breaking my legs. I don't know, maybe I should... No. Alright now, I'm sitting down, I'm comfy. I thought Spencer's was like HT, then I walked to the back and realized maybe I shouldn't have brought my sister there. I'm glad that I'm not doing the shopping for my kind of emo little brother. I'm glad. Hot Topic sells VTuber stuff now? What? No, it doesn't. You're a liar. One of these days I'm gonna walk into a Hot Topic and I'm gonna look directly in the eyes of Kai-sana or something. I don't know. Teamy's innocent eyes shall stay protected. That's a lie, it's far too late. I have seen probably worse than most of you have seen. I still behave appropriately around people for the most part, but I can guarantee that I have seen a lot. Hot Topics for 30-year-old millennials in denial, perfect for you. I'm not 30. My mom doesn't shop at Hot Topic. She's not... I don't think she's 30. Oh, whatever. Pippa? Pippa was at Hot Topic? Hold on. Pippa! I can buy it. I can buy the Hot Topic Pippa shirt. No, I won't. Huh. What do I say to that? Making your goal to enter Hot Topic as merch? I'll be honest, there's no way in hell I'm ever getting like physical merch at a proper chain store. If I'm very, very lucky, I imagine you could probably get like a shirt that's only got 15 copies at a convention. You see the guy who had the Pippa tattoo? I'll be honest, I like Pippa. I like VTubers. I would never get a VTuber tattooed on myself. Seems like a bad move. I mean, VTubers graduate all the time. What if... I don't see Pippa graduating anytime soon, but what if she does graduate? And then she moves on to another identity or something. And then you got like a tattoo of her deceased identity. What do you do then? I don't know. You should tattoo me on your arm. You say, one day I'll be on a Hot Topic shirt. Expose me to those impressionable youth! Don't. VTubers graduate, but the memories remain. That's why I don't regret my Rushia tattoo. There's that guy who got a Dr. Disrespect tattoo or whatever. I would never get a tattoo in general. It just feels like a horrible idea in general. I'm not opposed to tattoos, but I don't see myself getting one because I feel like any decision I make, I'd regret later, you know? If I did get a tattoo, I'd probably do it myself, like stick and poke style or something, because then it's my mistake, you know? I didn't pay some bozo to jack up my arm. I was the idiot who did that, you know? Please do not expose yourself to the youth. Why do you think I'm wearing a trench coat? No! No, 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 no. No! I'm sorry, no! No. And males get bloom tattoos. Would it be called that? I mean, if a dude got a tramp stamp, would it be a tramp stamp? Statistically, one out of every 3 people in the UK is tattooed. Oi, bruv! Look at my tattoo! I got it done at the local pub last fortnight. I don't know. So you may have a seat. I'll be honest, I haven't really watched, what do you call it? To Catch a Predator. I've watched it once or twice, but I'm aware of what it is. Quick, Cheem, get some watches and cell phones to put in the code after you put on clothes. So I can sell them to you? And you can recoil in horror and then realize I was but a humble watch saleswoman. I don't know. I don't really like shows like To Catch a Predator. I feel like it's not good for people to be watching it. Puts you in this really obnoxious justice-seeking move where it puts you in a mind where you're very susceptible to things like rage bait. I'm wearing glasses and a button-up shirt, so I sound really sophisticated, don't I? It's just it's tragedy porn, I suppose. Thank you, Merheimer. Actually, I sound like a nerd, don't I? I feel it's not good to do things like watch body cam footage, watch To Catch a Predator. You watch it because you want to look down on the guy in front of you, and the guy in front of you isn't a good person. But I mean, I think it's predatory in a different way. He looks... Wait, you know the kid with the glasses from the Polar Express? It's been so long since I watched the Polar Express. Maybe next Christmas I'll watch it with you guys. Rage bait is indeed unhealthy to watch for long periods of time. A lot of people still watch it a lot, and I feel a little bad for those people because, you know, you're getting taken advantage of. You don't realize it, but you're willingly being... I moved the chat so it cuts off properly. You don't realize it, but you're putting yourself in a state of mind where you're always looking for the next, like, thing to be upset about. Something you'll see on any side of the political spectrum, even. Yeah, right-leaning people will constantly be on the lookout for freaks that they don't like, and leftist people are always going to be like, actually, that creator's problematic, so you can't enjoy this. Every single time. Exhausting. Hi, Eric. Do you know where the Hot Wheels aisle is? There is no Hot Wheels aisle. You gotta dig through the bucket. The bucket's somewhere in the pit. Cool. You'll know where the pit is when you see it, you know? Thank you, Murray. Thank you. Watching rage bait is purely wasted time unless you're trying to actually analyze the use of force or something. I see stuff like that sometimes. Like all the cop videos where a cop does something horrifically violent and everyone's like, ooh, yay, I love watching criminals get beaten up. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to watch people get beaten up. I don't know about you. Irony of leftists using the word problematic instead of freak but having the same exclusionary behaviors. Bell curve, you know? Bell curve. Not really, in the sense that anyone is smarter than each other, because people will have different levels of intelligence, wisdom, street smarts, whatever. But in the sense that they act about the same. Horseshoe? Yeah. Horseshoe! Remember those metal cages filled with balls at the grocery store? They still have them at my local grocery stores. By the way, you didn't forget to take your meds? I did remember to take my meds. First, there's more feel-good body cam footage. One of my favorite body cam footage is the one where a cop gives a ride to a woman to her house and buys a cake for her birthday because it's her birthday. Cake for her daughter because it's her birthday. I don't really like watching that stuff either. It's nice when it's something mundane, but a lot of the time it's just like, look at this horrifically abused girl being rescued. See the look on her face. This girl is like being tortured every single day and beaten with sharp sticks. You know? I think that's a different kind of ugh. What does horseshoe mean in Chinese? Horseshoe. Horseshoe. Been so long since I last tried Chinese. I don't know any. Cheem just doesn't like cops. I can respect that. I think I listened to my great uncle too much. Whenever I'd visit my great uncle, he'd always start talking about, like, I remember when my first interaction with the police, they were always cruel for me from the get-go. And then I found out later he was growing weed in my great-grandma's garden, so good for him. He made really good cookies. Hi, Bob. We beat this young orphan girl for 4 months now. Not just pretend to rescue her. I would be beating that orphan girl. Your great uncle is based. Me and him could hang out. I would like to talk to him again because he was an interesting guy. He dropped off the face of the map a few years ago though. Just like packed up and left, and now nobody knows where he is. People with a grudge against cops usually did something stupid to attract attention to themselves in the past. My great uncle says that it was an elementary school demonstration with the police, and the policeman, like, forcefully handcuffed him as a demonstration when he didn't want to. The uncle with the weed always has the best baked goods. I don't know what was with his cookies. They had the texture of pancakes. It was so weird. I couldn't eat them after a while because of the chocolate chips that I developed some kind of, I don't know, allergy to. You want to know something even funnier? That's not the first great uncle. That's not the first great uncle I've had disappear into the woods. The first one died of lung cancer because he wouldn't visit the doctor. I never got to meet him though, unfortunately. Is his name Ted? No. It was one of those names that was really popular at the time. You know how for a long time names kind of stagnated? You know, you'd have a billion Brads, a billion Chris's, a billion Jessicas, a billion Roberts, whatever. Now everything is, you know, studying the angle of the sun to figure out what the spelling of Caitlin is. Hi, Deja Vu. I don't know. Hey, Diamond, with the Renaissance sculpture doing in the back? That's Withered Bonnie. He just works here. Don't mind him. He's got a name tag. Must we cross the woods and many great uncles to gain Cheemy's hand in marriage? You might have to do farm work or something. I don't know. When my great uncles got rich off of herbal medicine scams, the rest of them don't talk to me. Do I have any relatives that do stuff like that? I know one of my aunts was a French teacher who quit her job to become a house cleaner. I think something about that is a little sad. You go through, like, what, 4 years of college so that you can end up doing basic work anyway? Don't know. I'll strive to be a cool uncle like that for my nephews and nieces. I think it would be... I don't think I'm getting any nephews or nieces with the way my family is looking. But I would like to deal with kids sometime. Kids are nice. I'm not that good at dealing with kids, so I think I probably wouldn't want a full-time kid. Not anytime soon, at least. I'm way too young for that. Reasonable, imagine teaching the French. No, she was teaching American children French. It's worse than that. Bonjour, je m'appelle Tirami. Ça va? Ça va? He has maternal instinct no matter how small it is. How cute. I don't see myself being a good mother. I do like dealing with kids though. Kids don't like me, but it's always nice dealing with kids because they're so easily impressed. Saba, that's a really cool airport. I don't know where Saba is. Saudi Arabia? I think even guys have maternal instinct. You're thinking of the word paternal. Paternal. That's the male equivalent. Yumi, what's your opinion on the natality rate lowering to an insane level? It's only reasonable. I don't think it's obviously it's not great that people can't have kids if they want to, but it's kind of expensive right now. Kind of expensive, not gonna lie. You show your kids your cool combos and they think you're a top player. Watch me play Project Diva. I don't want to watch this, Auntie Tinamy. I'm so tired. You've been making us watch this for the past 3 hours. Watch me play! You know? You can get excited over pizza. It's pretty neat. It doesn't take a lot to amaze them. Maybe a kid would like me if I bought them a delicious Pepsi. Everything is expensive right now. Yeah. It's just... not doing great. The wrong people are having too many kids and making things worse, sadly, whereas people who are smart enough to analyze things aren't having kids. You ever watch Idiocracy? A lot of people... I watched it with my dad last month or so, and he was like, oh, it's made a comeback in recent years because of the state of our nation. And I'm watching it, and it's just... yeah, it's still relevant today, but all these observations they were making were still very relevant back then. Do people really think it wasn't suited to its time? What's Idiocracy? It's a movie. The premise is that an average dude gets cryogenically frozen for like 100 years, and when he comes back, he finds out that all the intelligent people have failed to reproduce, and all the unintelligent people have taken over the world, and the world has been reduced to a hyper-corporate nightmare of fat people. Hi, Forest Dweller. Hi. Like Wally? Yeah, about like Wally. It was a lot ruder, though. Something I liked about it was it really had an interesting take on the commercialization of everything and everything being covered in advertising. Most of the people in the movie were wearing shirts covered in like brand logos and fun things like that. And that's an observation you could make back then, and an observation you could still make today. A lot of high fashion is essentially, well, more like streetwear. I think streetwear is the term, but a lot of fashion is essentially, this costs so much. Look at the logo. This is Gucci, and it's not even good looking. It just looks like that. You know? Sounds like your current world. I'm not even in that good of shape, but I look like Arnold compared to all the fat people I see when I'm out. I'm always mildly horrified whenever I go outside, and I feel like I'm actually the thinnest person there. For whatever reason, I see a lot more fat women than I see fat men. I'm not sure what's with that gap. I guess it's because the women are homemakers, and so they don't move as much as men. Don't know. Did you notice how the MC was wearing Crocs at the time Crocs were just coming out? Now they're super popular. It's really cemented itself in the public eye. I never really grew to like Crocs because my whole life, I don't know why, but my parents were always telling me how ugly and how much they hated Crocs. Have you been to a bookstore recently, Cheemy? I think fashion in bookstores is slightly more interesting on average. Last time I went to a bookstore, half of it was toys. I'm a little confused. But last time I was in it, I bought a field guide for fish, and it had pretty colors. Pretty colored images, all smooth paper and all that. You know? Are you skeleton thin or just thin? Weight distribution, you know, some places I can feel my bones. Other places, I have to press a little harder. I am thin though. Amy, are your ribs padded? What does padded count as? If I press down at all, I can feel them. If I rested it on my chest, I probably couldn't. Don't they liquid inject Crocs into a mold to make them? I wouldn't be surprised. I went to a fair a few months back. I was all excited to see what they had. Most of the shops there were just reselling Croc charms. And I don't know what was with that. I was kind of hoping for more homemade goods. Well, I don't know. Build up muscle timber. I've been working on it. I'm getting more exercise than I used to. Feel like you're probably in decent shape given how little you eat and how you walk around and dance. I am in decent shape. I would like to have a better muscle ratio, but you know, you gotta work towards it first. I don't know. Don't know. But what was I thinking about? Try jog walking for a mile. It's hard. It's a little hard to walk a mile around here because it's really boring. I generally just wander the neighborhood until my feet get tired. It's a long walk to any proper stores. You want to be muscly or just healthy? I don't want to be muscly. It's more along the lines of, you know, your fat muscle ratio is important. Doing a lot better than a lot of the tubers out there who are land whales and continue to be land whales due to positive reinforcement from their chat. Some people are into that, I guess. If they're into that, that's fine. I mean the chatters, of course. I'm sure that they've heard it a billion times over already. That things like it's dangerous to be that way. You know, their lifespan, health risks. Not a lot of people understand what the threshold is. And I'll be honest, it's very, very easy to gain weight in America. These glasses are so cute. Can you see it? They're green. I think it's a nice color. Lots of them forget what being healthy feels like. One of my mom's roommates was a 400-pound woman. And she struggled really hard with dieting because the crazy thing is, after enough eating, your stomach expands to a new size. And you can eat what is a safe amount for you, but you will never feel full. Because, you know, a normal human meal, when your stomach's grown in size, it'll be a little fraction of it. How? I think it was something really crazy, like she learned it from her dad. Her dad would initially overfeed her because he overate in the first place. I've heard cases where a lot of people who grew up poor will turn to overeating because now that they can afford it, they indulge in everything that they lacked when they were younger. Hi, Benzel. Something a little interesting and sad about that, you know? You know. I've been saying you know all this stream. A lot of people, because they never had any kind of security growing up, when they get money, their first instinct is to spend it. Because they always had things that they needed to spend money on when they were younger. So people don't learn any budgeting skills, they learn to overbuy. My parents used to force me to eat faster. Now I eat so fast it makes my mom uncomfortable. My mom used to yell, scold me all the time for eating too slowly. I would eat too fast and she would tell me, no, don't do that. Take princess bites. And that annoyed me more, so I would ignore her. People don't understand how much sugar is in things. I'm drinking Pepsi right now. How much sugar is that in that? Actually less than I expected. Oh. Well, it's probably replaced by high fructose corn syrup or whatever. What do you mean you're full? There's starving people in Africa. I don't know why it's ever always Africa, I think. I think maybe it's because Africa is immediately associated with the term third world country. Because there's starving kids in America, you know? I bet the kid a few blocks down who has a granola bar a day would kill for this meal. I'm shocked you're still skinny despite drinking so much Peppers. I work out a lot. Not work out, but I move around a lot, and it helps burn off stuff. Also, corpos push the boundaries on how much slop and filler they can legally put in food. There was that thing like Parmesan cheese is technically mostly sawdust or whatever. Did you know having drinks doesn't make you as full as the dry equivalent of calories, and some studies found sugary beverages sometimes make people eat more? That makes sense. I don't eat that much to begin with though, so I think it cancels out. Hi, Abyssa. They just ate the weakest ones and the problem would solve itself. I'll eat you. Come here, bro. Come at me, bro. Brah. Come at me, brah. Whatever. I'll be the superior being in the end. Oh, by the way. I moved my bed up to my desk again. You might be hearing less creaking. That chair was really annoying and how creaky it was. That good idea? I'll read it later. Hold on, let me put up some text to remind me. Put that off to the side. There we go. Bedrot Arc returns. I think I'm doing a little better, honestly. It's a lot nicer on my back than the chair was. And also I don't get cold. It has been 0 days since Chitami thought about eating a human. You guys are subhuman, so it's okay. I liked the creak. I don't know what's wrong with you. It drove me crazy. Now I can't call you a creaky hag. You wanna hear me break my back anyway? Give me a moment first. Let me do something real quick. Hello. Hold on. Give me a moment. It'll be a little hard on my bed like this. Ugh. Could you hear that? I think I cracked it as my door. I hope you did. Otherwise, it was in vain. She's doing crack! It's me, the crack fiend. What's the... I'm the cracker. No, wait. Okay. Sound like a bag of chips cracking? I got a very stiff back. I think it's... I have scoliosis. I think it's probably related to that. No, Teamy, you can't say that. The other definition of cracker I can reclaim, I think. Is it a reclamation? I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever read The Secret Garden, Teamy? I have. It's pretty good. It's a little, I think it's a little politically controversial now, so it's probably not taught in schools anymore, is it? I didn't learn it in school either. My mom used to play the audiobook for me when I was a kid. And then she bought the paperback copy for me. And I read through that. I thought the ending of The Secret Garden was sad, but it's a good book anyway. Your spine reminded me of it. Laura was sickly or something. I barely remember the ending. I always remember the start better. Because oftentimes, I pick the book up, I read through half of it, I put it back down, I forget my place and just read through the whole thing again. You know? What isn't political nowadays? It's so dumb kids can't read anything smart. I think it's really an issue. You know, we're not encouraging kids to learn things like critical thinking skills. We're not encouraging them to, you know, think about the words they say. There's things like Huckleberry Finn being banned for its usage of outdated language. Meanwhile, Huckleberry Finn is kind of about, you know, judging someone by you know, enjoying their presence, by respecting them. Even if you don't know the good words for it. Based in ADD pill? I don't have ADD or ADHD. I used to take 5 ounce for it, but I'm pretty sure that the doctor just gave out meds, honestly. I have autism, that's all. I think it's good for kids to learn different viewpoints people want to teach toddlers about. I'm moving on from that one. I don't want to talk about that one. Kind of. Mental illnesses are a sham anyway. I don't think they're a sham, otherwise it probably would be doing something more productive than this. I think they're... It's a complicated thing. You know, ultimately it should be someone's responsibility to deal with it. But I don't think it's wrong having understandings of your behavior. 5 ounce is good for doing tweaker stuff, like staying up all night, speaking from experience. I never took 5 ounce for that. I took it in school, and it would make me nervous. And then I'd sit in silence and do my work. And then I asked my dad to take me off it, because it really didn't like the emotional blunting. I was given Ritalin in concerts and was told ADHD for most of my childhood while they knew it was autism and I was oblivious. I got diagnosed with autism at something like the age of 3. And I think that says a lot about how identifiably autistic I was. What did you do at 3? My autism has always been more on the sensory end, whenever I heard loud noises and stuff, like if my dad yelled, I would lay face down on the carpet and sob into it. Hey Twitchy, I would also refuse most food, I still do. Teamy was born acoustic. I was born acoustic, but my vaccines helped me level up. But you know, I'd do things like hide under tables when things were too loud or too bright. I'd cry a lot over sounds and senses. What's the word? I refused a lot of food. That's part of why I ended up so small as an adult. I didn't eat that much and I wasn't allowed to eat unless I ate when I was served. When I was little, I'd climb over the stairgate and fall down the stairs. You wanna know what I would do? With stairs? I used to like get things to ride down the stairs like a sled, and then would hit the bottom of the stairs and flip up and knock me into the wall full speed. It was so fun. How picky are you? You don't eat your veggies? I don't eat my veggies. Most of my meals are noodles. I had trouble eating soup until very recently. I didn't like the temper texture. I don't ever eat soup. I don't like them. I don't respect them. Why would you have so many ingredients floating around in a broth? You can't get them all in one scoop because, you know, the broth. It moves it all around. And it feels weird in your mouth. Meds for mental stuff are always kind of wacky and seem more like voodoo and scams. A doctor tried to give me depression meds for stress and I read the side effects and stuff and just threw them in the cabinet. Everything's got side effects. There's that saying that's like, there's a fine line between poison and medicine or whatever. Only medicine I take right now is just Benadryl for my allergies. I used to take more meds, but I didn't really like them. How do you feel about cream soup? I think... I don't know. My mom used to make potato soup a lot, and I would always refuse it. My grandpa visited once, the one that counseled me on Facebook, and my mom made potato soup for all of us, and I had to sit at the table and eat. And I was gagging through the bites, and my grandpa yelled at me and told me to stop being rude and faking it. Meet the Hat Man yet? I don't need Benadryl to be nervous about the Hat Man, honestly. You know you can blend your veggies and use them for broth too? I don't know where the blender is. You're the Benadryl queen? They call me, diphenhydramine. I think Benadryl should sponsor you. Take more than the recommended dosage. This message has been sponsored by Benadryl. Buy Benadryl at your local pharmacy. Can't eat soup, can't find the blender. I think Grandpa may have been onto something there. What, that I was faking it? No. My mom was the one who was very set on getting me an autism diagnosis. My dad really didn't want it because he thought it would show up on things like resumes. Well, take that, Dad. Guess who's not turning in any resumes? You know. You seem to be doing pretty well without any sort of psych meds. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off, but I choose not to pursue it because I'm worried it would ruin my streams. He thought you would enjoy it? Well, my dad I can see where my dad was coming from because he's in a way better space than I am. You know, my dad works with things he loves now. Computers and coding or whatever, I don't know the specifics. So it wasn't an issue for him, evidently. Poor cheetah dad just got wrecked. Well, he's making more money than I am, I guess. Not that I have a job. Can people discriminate against TISM? I work better than a lot of the other workers. I'm not very good at the social aspect, so I imagine I could be turned down in an interview because I'm not very good at talking. You know, a lot of entry-level jobs for my qualifications are things like cashier, where I have to socialize. Your dad sounds cool. Can he adopt me despite being old? Yeah, you can play his weird military board games with him. I am not spending... Every time my little brother comes over, he's like, "Oh, we got 3 people here now. You wanna play Scythe? It's only 3 hours long." No! Now you're actually good at yapping? Let's be honest, this would not be palatable to a regular person. You feel that you're not a team player? I wonder if it gets me rejected from VTuber agencies as well. I have done 1 collab. Calling us weirdos again, calling us weird. She's right. I don't think you'd be watching me if you weren't weird. You know, I don't mean it as an insult. You guys are weirdos, however... what's the word? I'm a weirdo too. You can do another, you just need to ask someone. I haven't really felt compelled to. My own streams are a little rough to begin with. Just gotta keep applying if being an agency is what you want. I don't know if I really want to be in an agency, but I often think about how it might be nice to try at least once. I've never gotten an interview though. Bye. That's the nicest thing you've said about me. I like you too, weirdo. You're alright. I don't think being a weirdo is so bad. I think it depends on how much you can reel yourself in. I'm not very good at reeling myself in, which is why I have no real friends. But I'm fine with it, because I'm living it up here. What should be the Dynamite credits price for forcing you to send out a collab offer? I think it'd be insulting if they ever found out, so I don't have any intention to do that. I'm sorry. To be fair, how many agencies turn out to be bad? It might be for the best. I mean, nobody likes work. Work is difficult, and I'm willing to bet a lot of agencies are bad because they didn't hire people who can handle the work. I don't know if I could handle the work. Is it hard to maintain interest on people you get to know? More like, I could message this person, but also, I could lie in bed and think real hard about Roblox. But whatever. Even if you don't get through the auditions, you don't have to... Even if you get through the auditions, you don't have to commit, so you can try out of curiosity. Not like I don't. Yeah, I'm not... I think unless it's a particularly good or well-funded company, I'm not ditching Shinami for it, but... I guess the possibility is always there. Think real hard about Roblox? Elaborate? I like to play Roblox. That's all there is. I play Roblox every day. The games I've been playing recently, there's this game called Pressure, and it's just really good. They have the guy for Ultra Kill working on it. It's just good, and it's got a really compelling plot with good world building. It's scary. A voice actor from Ultra Kill. Specifically. I've never played Ultra Kill, and I'm kind of considering it because the voice actor is very talented. And I assume it's got a good reputation for a reason. I read online that it was a boomer shooter, and I'll be honest, I've never properly played a boomer shooter. I watched my dad play all of them. I sit down with my dad and he plays Doom and stuff like that. What if he can join a company but stays true to me? I'd probably go with that. I think it depends on the contract. If I had to sign away to me, I think I'd feel very sad. Boomer shooters can be fun, but they're a bit too chaotic for me. There's gotta be a reason people really like them. Connie Confetti, my ex-Oshi. I don't hate her now, I just don't watch her very much anymore. She plays almost exclusively boomer shooters, and it's a little hard for me to get into because I've never really sat down and played one, so I don't really understand all the crazy things happening on screen. Your dad sounds like the type to play Wolfenstein. He has, but I never managed to get him to play Noah's Ark 3D. Noah's Ark 3D, I love you. It was on the SNES. I think that a VTuber company with independent contractors instead of employees would be better. It's complicated. VTuber companies are weird. There's also weird stuff, like the identities are tied to the company. It's kind of a mimicry of idol stuff, but with an idol, you know, you can't take away her name. You can't take away her face. She leaves and then she just joins a new company. Is Noah's Ark 3D a boomer shooter? I don't know. I tried playing it. I wasn't very good at it. But Noah's Ark 3D is genuinely just a reskin of Wolfenstein. It's really funny. Ooh. You should collab and groom VTubers into making a group and watch it slow decline until it meets an explosive end. Etheria too? Here I come. Wait, you guys aren't Turbo Nodes like I am. CyberLive, right? You guys know what CyberLive is? After CyberLive as a company dissolved, they formed an indie group called Etheria. And they stayed connected through that for a while before that imploded too. I think that one imploded because it turned out that one of the managers / talents was laying in bed with every single fan. You know. Complicated. How big was the bed? Well, they were pretty close. Probably not that big. CyberLive is a very crazy set of events. I think it's interesting that so many girls came out of it kind of for the better though. Like Menace, for example. She's still going strong. Lumi's doing way better, but she ditched CyberLive early. What was their name so I know to avoid them? I'm talking about Vera V. She disappeared off the internet a while ago though. Nobody knows where she is. There was another manager, I think it was Sato Misaki. I know Misaki is the name, but I don't remember the last name. There was a lot of evidence saying that she was under the age of 18. And also the CEO's girlfriend. She went missing years ago. And then sometime late this year, I think, some dude hacked her channel and streamed on it. That was weird. I watched through that stream. It was weird. It was a dude doing a really bad female voice, so they just sounded like the worst Mickey Mouse impression ever. Why? I don't know. I think they were just a run-of-the-mill schizo. Like they put a Misaki kanji on screen and everything and pretended to be Misaki and had a huge waiting room in advance, and then they just privated everything afterwards. It was weird. It was weird. Rokutu, she unironically feels happier nowadays. She's really flourished. I'm glad for her. She's a very talented woman and she, you know, deserves all the good things that come to her. I want her voice. Give it to me. Hi, dog. Kinda sucks though when people keep reviving the old drama, specifically when a lot of toxic people are involved. I think people should be allowed to change and move on. That company was a crab bucket, you know? People are going to act in adverse ways when it's really hard. They're gonna be like, oh, but this person acted bad when they were in the company. This person acted bad when they were in the company. But the thing is, it was a bad company and they were kind of endorsing acting bad. Have you practiced your singing? You have such a pretty voice. I practice a lot. My voice isn't in good shape right now though. I tried earlier and it didn't work out. You wanna know something good? I have a special thing coming in the mail and I'm excited for it. I bought it with my own money this time, so yay! Hi Dharma. Bad Company, the Battlefield one? Are you thinking of Nexus? I'm talking about CyberLive. Finally a pipe bomb! Pipe bomb? I love pipe bombs. Excellent. Keep your voice if it changed, it would feel like losing Cheemy. Yeah, I like doing this voice. Yeah, it was a crab bucket though. I still don't like some people for some actions they did after a good while of the whole corporal going down, so I give notes to people I avoid. Well, I mean, if someone continues a pattern of behavior, you have no reason to like them and have sympathy for them. I think if someone acted terrible while they were in a horrible environment and they went on to live their life afterwards, I think it's unfair to hold that grudge. It's like, actually, I can't believe you're criticizing this person when you said a controversial term 10 years ago when that term wasn't controversial. Oh, it's an actual bad company. It's a shame that a lot of them still exist. CyberLive exploded years ago. It's the company that Kaneko Lumi from Face Connect actually originally came from. Same for Amara Yuri. She changed her name to Fura Yuri later in her existence though. Speaking of CyberLive though, isn't it weird how every time Lumi goes on vacation something terrible happens in B2Me? Don't you know? Lumi is the harbinger of death. Don't trust her. Don't trust a single word. I miss Yuri. Ooh, I think you just miss her model. And I don't blame you. It was her early model was really good. You know, the second one after the Unity model. What if you got some deal with low commitments where you can stream under multiple personas at once? I'd probably try it. It'd be stressful if I couldn't back out if I got tired though. Blah blah blah. And from internal drama stuff, from what I know, CyberLife CEO one day just said they didn't want to pay for things anymore and just sent it out. Sounds about right. I think it probably was a money pit. A lot of companies are that way. They just run out of money. I think that's what happened to Idle Corp. I was so sad about the Idle Corp thing because, well, that's the death of hope, I guess. Ugh. Weird how small the tubosphere is sometimes. It's the, what do you call it? Bottleneck, maybe? Not many people get out of the initial filter. So, those who do end up appearing everywhere pretty much. They didn't run out of money, they just chose not to spend more. Well, that doesn't mean that it wasn't a money pit. So many problems in Idle Corp internally and outside of it. I think it had a strong start and it fell apart because of complicated direction and also the kind of funny little war that happened over there probably screwed with their internals a little bit. I don't really care to talk about the girls right now because I've talked about it before, you know? I don't think there's anything left to say on them. It happened. Now they move on. Life goes on. I didn't really follow any of the... There's only one graduated girl I'm gonna be following out of Idle Corp, and that is... Fuyo! Because I like her creativity. I think she's swag. I don't know. But the... Workflows are fascinating. They had a weak start because the CEO was incompetent as in he didn't do basic market research among other dumb people. A lot of people get into VTubing initially because they have a faulty idea of tech industry. The tech industry in general is really rough. You wanna know something interesting? Roblox genuinely loses billions a year. They have not been profiting for the past several years. Do you wanna know why that is? It's because they're trying to make Roblox into a metaverse. It's a weird buzzword. Everyone wants to be on VR. Everyone wants to be a metaverse. But I mean, why do that? VR chat already did it better. What are you doing? It's already been done. Hi, Super Duper. Leah's very cute. I unironically started watching Idol just for her. She's probably one of the most interesting cases of voice mismatch because she doesn't have a lily voice, but she really rocks it, you know? A lot of the first gen didn't know how to stream. I hope Neo is doing good. I mean, where are you gonna get Israeli VTubers? VR chat pretty much has it down despite the high amount of boomers. VR chat, it's built on spaghetti code for the most part and it runs pretty bad. But I mean, they've already done everything that any other company wants to do. The only thing any other company could do that would improve on it is make it more accessible. And even then, VR chat, I think it's gonna be in the lead for a long, long time. I know they sounded similar, but Tekken 3 is far better than Tech Industry. Is my voice that easy to mix up? I'm not very good at enunciating words, to be fair. I've never played Tekken, though. Like, they think people want VR when it's just a gimmick with massive budget requirements for the end user. VR is really hard to get into. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth getting into because it's really fun. But expensive and limiting. How many VR games are there, you know? How many cheap VR games are there? Yeah, you want to buy a VR game? $30, $40, $60. Blah. Half-Life Alyx? I want to play that sometime. I hear it's a really good game. But I don't know. Have you been using the headset after your stream? Yeah. I've been working on stuff. I sewed new straps. With Velcro and some little grippy things. But that's the price of a normal PC game though. The issue is you have to have something that will only work with that game. There's not many other games it'll work with. You know, the thing you have to buy is already really expensive, and then you have to buy the game separately. It's a lot. I feel like there should be more free VR games. Until I can smell someone through the internet, I won't be using it. Give Newell. Am I thinking the right one? I'm not thinking of Gary Newman. Not the word? There's two G guys related to Steam. Anyway, Gaben was actually experimenting with like brainwave VR. And he let people basically hook wires into his brain and said it was amazing. But it's really hard and also potentially unsafe. And also no other Valve employee would try it with him. He talked about it in an interview a while ago. I'm pretty sure that's what the Steam Deck Record is gonna be. Wait. Do you guys know what the Steam Deck Record is, or is that too nerd stuff? Basically, Valve has a secret project that they haven't really elaborated on yet, called the Valve Deckard, and people think it's going to be like a standalone improvement on their Valve Index, which is their VR system. Sounds interesting, you know? Gabe is certainly a go-getter. More than anything else, he's really interested in tech. I think he's a fascinating person, even if I don't really respect Valve. You know, for the longest time, I think he doesn't do it anymore, but all he would do is answer emails. Like, you could reliably send in an email to Gaben, and he would respond. It would be like something like, actually, can you clarify this thing in Half-Life? And he's like, sure, I'll give you the information. And I'm pretty sure he just made it up on the spot. Also, he collects knives. I respect Valve for not milking their customer base. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I don't know what to tell you. Valve just is not that. You know, the bar is on the floor right now. How they're treating their games and their players is not good. They really like to lead people on. There's the messed up stuff like TF2 market. CS:GO was dying. Will they combine the Steam Deck and the Index somehow? Might be neat. I just hope it isn't like strapping 50 pounds to your head. I hear the Valve Index is very clunky. I don't have one though. I'm not interested in having one either. The only thing I hate about Valve is how they have left two of their games. How they left to rot two of their games, Artifact and Underlords. I know about Artifact. I've never even heard of Underlords, honestly. I guess that says something about it. I've actually played Deadlock. That's the game they're working on right now. Kind of fun, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I don't think it's fun. People really People are going crazy for it, and I think there's a lot of nice characters and stuff in that. I particularly like Lady Geist in it. But I play it, and I watch me play it. Kind of blows. I think I just don't like MOBAs. Isn't that if Dota meets Overwatch? I think the characters are very Overwatch, but it's more like if Dota were Fortnite. Not Fortnite, but third-person shooter Dota. There's some really interesting things. You can break into the game's files, and there's fun stuff like an old character they reworked. I think their name was something space-related. Artemis or something, I don't know. But they had this really interesting thing where they could shoot behind themselves. And it clicked in my head and I realized, wait. Artifacts from when it was still top-down. It used to be a Half-Life Citadel. So it was going to be a Half-Life game previously, but they scrapped it. There's still a lot of Half-Life assets in it. Particularly, they still have the newspapers for Half-Life from Half-Life Alyx, where it's talking about the takeover of the Combine. But we could have gotten something better. They also had this weird phase called Neon Prime, where everything was cybernetic Tokyo themed. They keep bringing back assets from that one and I don't like it. Wait, it was gonna be a Half-Life game? Yeah, it was. But at the very least, I don't think I'd want a Half-Life MOBA, so... Interestingly, I got in pretty early on the development. I asked someone to vouch for me, so I got in on the second implementation run before they started just sending it out en masse to every streamer. And I got to look at a lot of the early models, and interestingly, I stared them down. Most of them actually seemed like modified old Valve models. Like there was a guy called Warden, and I think he was just a scrapped together version of Soldier and Medic. Interestingly. Amy's got connections? Nah, I just... Please! I see you're playing Deadlock, please! Gross like that, you know? I have people I used to be friends with. I don't really keep in contact though. Teamy is giving your uncle. My uncle works at Valve. He will ban you from TF2. Kind of funny they leave stuff in the game files, so you're basically just downloading useless junk. I had a very good time looking through the game files. I'm not very good at navigating file systems, so I had to download a weird wonky software and figure that out. There were some really fun placeholders. Like I got to hear the turret opera in full quality. And it was the turret opera from the ending sequence too. The one with the elevator sound in it. God. Anyway, if you get access to Deadlock, rummage through those files. And it made me feel powerful. I sound like a turbo nerd, don't I? I saw an interesting thing recently about... I haven't played Ultra Kill yet, but I see interesting things about the way the game is designed. Stuff like people struggling to find the door sound, and it turns out that it's actually just one sound that they modify a lot in-game to use for a variety of things. Which is interesting. Bro, you are a turbo nerd? I know, it really doesn't help that I'm dressed like this. don't know. Cream Cookie and Karamare. Every useful tools. Those are really cute names. Cream Cookie, Karamare. Cute. Optimization needs weird hacks nowadays. People care less about storage, so they just have an asset for everything. A lot of companies seem to enforce this strange rule where it has to be a minimum file size. For example, South Park: The Stick of Truth was about 1 GB in size. That was the first South Park game. Their following one, which was like a Ubisoft exclusive, you have to play it on the launcher, blah blah blah. That one was 20 GB. Do you want to know how they achieved 20 GB for a South Park flat 2D game? They set the files are just full with high quality recordings and art. It's just in full forever quality. Horrifying. Why did you need to do that? They were capable of making a 1 GB game. Why did they make it 20? Bye. I'm pretty sure that a lot of companies just have a minimum now, I guess, to fit with gamer expectations. Really bizarre. Folks, Nako's ending stream, gotta find another raid target. Well, aren't you glad I've talked this long then? Bah. So you can't install other games? I'm so tired. I uninstalled every game off my old laptop because I was running out of storage. I wasn't playing any of it on my laptop anyway because I just played on my PC. Shonda? Shonda. I like her. That reminds me of playing Dark and Darker. The game is really high quality, but it's like 9 GB. I think it's more fascinating to see how much you can fit into a small amount of space. I'm really interested in Animal Well because of that. It's something like 200 megabytes. And I think it's just because the dude that made it is turbo autistic and, like, coded it from scratch. Fascinating. How about her? Cammy's little Corzette? Arsa Corp! I know her! Hag. Nutcase Hag. I don't want to raid right now, though. Have you ever played Cave Story 2 to me? I thought of buying it from 3DS, but I didn't end up doing it. I would like to sometime. People are really into the robot girl. Watch this, I'm gonna lay down. You can get it free, the original file? Maybe it'd be worth trying. Can you fake snore louder? What? Annoying. Honk. Honk. I like to do stupid. I wonder if you guys ever notice how stupid I act. I became a habit because I like to do stupid skits to mess with my brother. My little brother. Half the time it drives him crazy. Wait, it was not? I don't think it's necessarily an act. I think it's a weird habit I've built up. I don't know. I think Alice is kind of scummy too, weren't they? It's not like you'd be giving money to the devs if you bought from there, if I remember right. I think it's exhausting to think about how every game company is screwing over the devs. It's not that the devs don't deserve compensation for their work. That's fatiguing, isn't it? Me and my sisters will do anything to the first 4 beats of Baby by Justin Bieber and all of us will recognize it. What was that? What? I don't remember, baby. It's been so long. I used to hate Justin Bieber. I still don't entirely like him, but he's changed his image, I guess. Baby, 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 ho. Does anyone remember One Direction? I used to hate them too. They're dead now. All of them, every single one of them. I really like seeing the stupid... I don't care about any of them anymore, but it never fails to make me laugh whenever I see... Harry Styles wearing whatever latest high fashion one. Let me see if I can find... Hold on. I know this is stupid. Never fails. Hey, Sora, what is that? I was talking about boy bands not let into the members in One Direction, and I was talking about how stupid Harry Styles dresses now. I see him sometimes, and it's always like, yeah, it's so cool that he wore a skirt, I guess. Yes, that is so challenging gender norms. Men can wear skirts too. As if that's anything challenging, I guess. I've seen guys in kilts before. I worked the register on St. Patrick's Day once, and I didn't have the confidence to bring it up because the guy looked really, really irritated. But a dude showed up at my register wearing a kilt. Why did girls like him? Performative, I guess. But you know, I don't think people should treat it like it's an interesting thing. Like they're doing anything by wearing a skirt. I think it kind of cancels out if it's like, yeah, it's so taboo to wear it like this. Men can't wear it like this. I think it'd be infinitely more challenging if you wore a skirt and shut up about it. It'd be infinitely more challenging if you just did it and seemed like you were doing it for fun. I don't care what people really wear, ultimately, because how do I say it? People can look stupid, and then that's not my problem. I think it's really annoying when people do all this crazy praise for someone doing absolutely nothing, though. The fact that you're bringing all this attention to how taboo it is to wear a skirt makes it seem like you want it to be a bad thing. You're not working to create a normal association. You're working to create an association that's like, yeah, it is weird for men to wear skirts, isn't it? Stuff like that. When you laugh at a guy wearing a banana suit? Depends. I think if you were funny with it, maybe. I'd feel really bad, though. But you know, I've passed stupid-looking people in public before. Not my problem. I have a hot dog suit in my closet right now. You got the bones of Amelia Earhart in there? That's too niche of a reference. I think that's too niche. I don't think anyone here has read the TF2 comics. That's exactly what they want, because they don't get special attention if it's normal. You can appreciate a good-looking outfit, you know? I'm sure there's many men wearing skirts that look good in it. The issue is a lot of them, since it's so performative, they're wearing stuff that looks stupid on them. Yeah, it's so challenging for you to wear that hot pink floofy skirt. Fascinating. Past your mom in public, same thing. My mom is hot. Probably. I think by most standards, she would be. I remember... Really bizarre, I visited a gun store with one of my grandpas years ago. And we passed by one of those really stereotypically visibly goth girls with like half a shaved head and crazy layers of makeup. And my grandpa stared really hard at her and went, "People like that exist?" And laughed a little to himself. I think the most bewildering part is, what was she doing at a gun store? I don't think there's anything wrong with dressing how you like. I go out in gamer shirts with stains, you know? I think at some point it gets a little silly and impractical, but yeah. You saw an IRL unicorn. Something about it was fascinating. I admire her strength to go into a gun store dressed like that, I guess. I feel like if I went into a gun store dressed like that, I would get men yelling at me for dressing funny. Not that I want to dress like that. Do you go out with a Sonic t-shirt? I don't have a Sonic t-shirt. I do, however, have an extensive collection of Mario t-shirts. A lot of them. I've collected them since childhood. I didn't even start collecting them intentionally. I just gathered them after a while. I think people who buy guns greatly believe in individual freedom. They'd probably think you're cool for having interest, Cheemy. I don't know. I don't talk to that many people who go to gun stores. I went to a Bass Pro Shop a while ago, and I was really disappointed because I thought they'd have more fun things like field guides. I went to the library section and it was this one single sad little shelf and all of the books were about guns. I was like, what if I want to identify waterfowl? I guess I could go to the bookstore. You know? Shadow t-shirt, Anton. What's the word? Chaos control! You have Mario t-shirts and you feed spaghetti to a girl in your basement? Are you secretly Italian? Mamma mia! You have figured me out! I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say to that. I'm sorry. Are you guys telling me we've been watching Ponko this whole time? What does Ponko say? Like, Mike. You know, Mr. Honey. I'm not gonna say it though. Not the full name. That's all the stuff I see from her usually. It's just her getting tricked into saying things. Uncle Monka. Really works. She says balls in a way that tickles my brain. I had a southern parent and they still say close your eyeballs. Close your eyeballs. You know? Funny. I always make fun of it, and then they get mad at me. At this point, I never knew the real full name of Ponko. Wait a minute. What is Ponko's name? Ponko... Please? Komachi. Well, that's a name. I guess. I guess I knew she had a last name, but I forgot about it. Really easy to. She only goes by Ponko. What's my last name? Hmm? There's a lot of answers to this question. Super. Well. Mart. I'm Tsunami Mart! I turned myself into a Mart! Is this a Mario situation, or are you saying my first name is Super? Mart Hamill. That's not from Star Wars, isn't it? I've never watched Star Wars. Tsunami like Mario, of course. I kind of like not having a last name because it's really funny. Full name, Sup Urchi Rami. From now on, you'll be calling me Urchi. I'm Urchi now. Congratulations. Cringe, right? Tsunami cringe? Well, I'm not cringe. I can make it cringe. You want me to make it bad? You want me to make this uncomfortable? Fine. Hey baby, can I riz you up? Oni-chan? Can I riz you up, Oni-chan? I don't know what should I talk about? Oh. That is inappropriate for the workplace. I'm calling human resources. Nice try. We don't have HR. We're blood related. Oh my god! God damn! That's a total L I'm taking here. Hime Phase made this really good brain rot cover of her own original song. Let me look it up. You wanna go into which Hololive girls you can beat in a fight? I think that's for another day, honestly. I think it would take too long. It would easily take me at least 2 hours, wouldn't it? There's a lot of Hololive members. How's that, like... Gibbity, XQC, I got banned for ERP. Would you play Fortnite with me? I said I can match my freak. That's risk we have. Yeah, for everything she is a very good singer. You can watch it. Callie may plant you like a tree. Okay, but I can go. I could just like attach myself to her and she'd feel bad. Maybe. You know, dad or something. Since you were talking about funny fashion before, what kind of fashion interests you? So, this is stupid, but I really like 70s fashion. 70s, 80s fashion. I like the brown. Very good is an understatement. I think her singing, I don't think it's mind-blowingly good. I think she balances it out by being very good at other stuff too. She's a creative person and also she can play the guitar very well. Team is a disco nerd. I am Disco Elysium. It's me, guy from Disco Elysium. You got any Disco Elysium? Can I have that disco? How do we feel about Taisha fashion? I think it's overdone. I think it's interesting. I think I've seen it too much to care. It's trendy, you know? He never said that. He did. It's you, Patrick. You're the American Psycho. Oh my god. Oh. I've been tucked under the covers for the past 2 hours. I'm taking my hoodie off. Ugh, it's hot. The hoodies are on my waist. You can't see it. Anyway, about dresses in Lolita fashion, I like them. Honestly, I'm not very set on them because I feel like they all match this very similar template. It's very uninteresting. A lot of them, the real thing they switch around is just the fabric pattern. You need to say Disco Elysium man's signature first. Can I have some money? Spare change, please. For the beer. I'm going into withdrawal. Same template as in what? A lot of brands I see them, they all use the same basic. They all have similar silhouettes. The only real difference I ever see is skirt length, and sometimes they have funny hats. Summer hasn't ended yet. I'm begging for some 90-degree days. I'm just very good at what I do. Or I don't know. I don't know. I'm brain dead. Bah. I think I should end the stream soon. I haven't eaten yet. I'm very hungry. I see your flip. Look at them. Eat, woman, eat! I'll be sure to eat more spaghetti for you. Can I see your eyes closely? Hold on, do you want me to take my glasses off? Hold on. Hi, Podlian. You're so pretty, damn. I know, haha. I'm beautiful. And I love being so. Now, who should I raid? Who should I raid? It's quite a hard... That's quite a hard question. Uber has say on raid. Is Uber still here? Uber Soldat! If you are with us, let it be known. I don't know why I'm speaking in this accent, but I must. I guess. I will fix this. Cameras will Cosette. Is she still alive? You feel like a different person without glasses? My default is without glasses, though. You may not know. I shout raid Camisole Corsette. Camisole Corsette. Oh, Camisole Corsette. Next time I'll read them towards the end. Well, it was remembered at least, so good for you. Anyway. Bye-bye Breezy, bye-bye Digit, bye-bye Ringo, bye-bye Unit. Your face looks bigger without the glasses, it's cute too. Maybe, hold on. By Sazerac, by Super Duper, by Barmy, by Unit, by Arid, by Standard, by Uber, by Dancing, by Salus, by Slora, by Redux, by Mur, by Calcum, by Eric. By Barmy. Wait, did I already say Barmy? By Fred, by Ringo, by Shroob, by Bunzel. By, by Uber? Did I say by Uber? By Super Duper? By Vulpixis. Can we get a full view before you leave? Okay. Hold on. Let's see what kind of stupid pose I'm making. Hold on. Chill over here. Can I get a second goodbye before you leave? Sure, bye Sazerac, bye Slorat. Nice to talk. I like Zatsudan. Bye Init, bye Aaron, bye.